field. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. For the opening play, the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in the grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now Lawrence on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
From the 29, Lawrence. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And that is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, this is back off of where they're going. I like the play call out of the game. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Lawrence going to throw again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Right there, Shenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Shenault, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now throwing on 1st down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 1st down, Howell. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Howell from the gun. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Partner, you got to check this out, because while they rightly congregate around the guy who just made the play on field, take a look at the sideline, because they all went over to congratulate their punter, because they remember it was his kick that set them up so close to the end zone and gave them an opportunity to get the safety that we just saw to add to their lead. That's teamwork right there. Full complementary football, and they got it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On second down, ETN once more.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Howell, another throw on 2nd down.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Howell.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Foyesade Oluokun.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Lawrence will throw. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and 1.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
There he goes left side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
They go play action with Howell.
Rolling to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 32 on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
A give to Gibson running right.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Right there, we can do it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 35 yards away.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will take the lead here at 12-9.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Dwayne Smoot in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trayvon Walker.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Trucks over him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go after football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Second down, Howell now.
On the move to his left.
We'll find Gibson here complete.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down.
Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
That's some room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Another tote for Etienne.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
And Howe will throw it.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Back to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it was so tough to cover that with the drag route because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington,
that'll be a happy...
Dale.